Hello, YouTube. Okay, I was gonna make this video originally, but then thought, you know what the heck? I told you guys I'd make a lot of cooking videos, using all the food I had left over, because you can see I got a lot of food here from the freezer as I prepare to close out the RV to park it and store it somewhere. So I took the pork, not the pork, the pot roast meat. I bought a slab of meat and I had cut it into strips. And last time we cooked it up as like strip steak. Now we're cooking it up as if it were boneless beef ribs. I don't know if it looks like ribs. It kind of looks like ribs because they're kind of thicker cuts. And all I did was season it the same. I used soy sauce, Kikkoman soy sauce. You can see the Kikkoman soy sauce. I poured that on there. Then I put some Badia. You can see I ran out of Badia already. Went through two almost empty bottles. So you got two little empty bottles here, Badia. And also emptied out a bottle of minced onion. So this is going to be baking at 450 degrees. I leave the oven set the same, the toaster oven, 450 degrees. And it'll probably bake for about 40 to 50 minutes. And then I'll be cooking up some rice here shortly to eat with that. So this is going to be enough for today's lunch and dinner. And then I've got some more pork that I'm going to be cooking up later. You can see how I buy it in bulk. This one I bought at Thrifty for $5.83. And that's actually enough for about 4 different meals, or 4 or 5 different meals. So it's like $1 a meal and you're getting a real nice piece of pork steak. Here, this chunk was like about $9 and should be able to make about 4 or 5 different meals out of it. But I'm not going to be able to do that kind of stuff anymore once I lose the RV. As far as being able to live in it and cook in it and having power and all the stuff that I have right now. I don't know if you can hear the air conditioning. I got World of Warcraft running. It's like a little house, although it's a messy house right now because I'm in the middle of getting things ready to be stored. So I'm throwing things away. I'm basically closing out things, trying to use up all the food, trying to figure out what I can move into the van. I won't be able to do stuff like this because, see, even though this is a really good bargain at $5.83 for a big slab of meat, I won't be able to do that because I can't store it. I mean, some people have like a freezer or refrigerator that they could run in their van, but those things are like $800. I'm not going to spend $800 on a little refrigerator when my whole van costs $800. And if I were going to do that, I might as well just buy the pork steak or whatever, cook it up, and then eat it in 2 days and give some to the homeless or whatever. But, it gets expensive buying $6 worth of meat to make 2 meals. Although some people might say $3 a meal, that's cheap. For me, $3 a meal is kind of expensive. And most of what I eat, even though it looks like I'm eating really good, comes to about like $1 to $2 at the most for each meal. And that includes meat and veggies and rice. So it's much cheaper than eating out, and you can, cook better foods. Now, it doesn't mean I won't be able to do stuff like this, because I can cook like this, which I'll show you when I'm back in the van. It's just that I can't save as much money because I can't buy bulk. I can't buy this and then freeze it. The other issue that occurs is because I no longer have food storage. Like, this is a lot of food storage for one person, basically. I can't buy in bulk and then save it, and I have to keep making trips to the store. So basically I can only buy enough food for 1 or 2 days because I'm urban camping and I don't have any real way of storing the food. I could get a cooler and get ice, but then it gets expensive. It's like $2 for ice every couple days, which might not seem expensive to some of you, but for me, spend $2 for ice to chill food that I can get chilled from Walmart or Publix or whatever, already pre-chilled, doesn't make any sense. So we're going to cook this up today, have it ready for lunch and dinner. I guess you call it brunch and dinner. Turn that on to start the power up. And we're going to go ahead and just crank it up for, it's going to take a long time, so I'm going to say 40 minutes. I'm cranking it for 40 minutes here. So we're going to let that cook, and probably about 20 minutes or so, we're going to flip it around and let it evenly cook. So that's going to be brunch today and also dinner. And then this I'm thawing out because I got to cook this tomorrow. Matter of fact, where I am right now, I have to move today. So you're seeing me film in this spot that I am at, and then later on I'm going to be at a different spot. So I've got to try to secure everything before I move. And that's one of the problems with living, at like a park or something, an RV park or mobile home park where they have rented out slots. They have other people that move in on that day. It's pre-scheduled, like sometimes upwards of a year in advance. Because some of you are like, why don't you just extend? I can't. Somebody has already pre-scheduled this spot that I'm at. So I have to move. And they might have an opening for like 1 or 2 days. In my case, they had an opening for till next weekend. So it's like 1 week, and then I have to move again. And that's what the problem is. Now, I checked with them to see if there were any more openings. They said no. So I have to check back on the day of the move, which I can't afford to do that because I'm working. So that's what's pushing the sequence that you're seeing right now. So what I will do is try to move the RV to the new location today after I cook all this food and, secure everything, because everything, you can see, it's just loose and everywhere. So I've got to secure all this, move, and then get organized and start preparing the van for living in full-time again. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the update on the food. Just wanted to share with you how I'm cooking up the food real quick here before I run out of time, because I've got like 1 week left. All right, it looks like the food is actually done. The rice cooker has finished. I turned all the power off. The ribs are looking really good, and it turns out they really are ribs. I thought they were the beef, the sliced beef that I had made, but they're actually pork ribs that I had bought a rack of pork ribs for like $8 or $9, served half of it for my son and myself when he came to visit last time. And these were the leftovers. I thought it was the pot roast that had been sliced, but the pot roasts are still in the refrigerator. These are real pork ribs, so they're looking really good. I'm going to have some of that with the rice right here, which is cooked perfectly, and also going to make some pepper sauce. So let me go ahead and get the serving ready. But before I do that, I think I'm going to go ahead and make the sauce. So I don't know if you can hear the music in the background. One of the things I'm going to be missing is I won't really be able to play games anymore. At least not as much, unless I go to the library or something. It's Shrek, my level 14 hunter with donkey. It's on the Lordaeron PvP server. If you guys play any of these games, this is the free servers, the private servers, not the paid. So you can play for free as long as you have an internet connection and download the client from there. But look up Lordaeron PvP private server, and you can find me on there. I'm on there as Shrek and all these other characters. But this is what I'm leveling up right now, is Shrek. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and make the sauce. So let me get the peppers. This time I think we're going to use Thai chili peppers. These are like frozen Thai chili peppers, which are going to be super, super spicy. Let me get this all ready and show you how it's done. Okay, what I do actually is I rinse the peppers. These are the peppers I just got from the bag, but I'll put water in it, drinking water, and rinse it out. So I try not to get the RV park water in my mouth. So I can use it to wash dishes and stuff, but I don't rinse. Like, I may rinse some food with it, but I'll do a final rinse with the filtered bottled water, just for a little bit of a safety thing. Anyhow, now what's crazy is I'm not gonna bother rinsing this knife. I mean, I did rinse it with the tap water, from the RV park, but I'm not gonna bother rinsing it with the drinking water. So I cut the peppers just like last time. Show you here. Basically, I'm just cutting little bite-size. I know some people will eat a whole pepper and bite it. That's another thing you can do. Instead of cutting it, you can just bite peppers. But I like to make it into small pieces like this. Now, ideally, you don't freeze the peppers. Because when you freeze them, they get soggy like this. They still are spicy, but they don't taste as good as if they were fresh. It's usually best to eat the stuff fresh, but since it's just me here, pretty much, you know, unless my kids or my wife are visiting, the food often gets frozen so I can prolong, you know, how long the food lasts before it goes bad. So it's not the most ideal, but it's doable. You know, it's something that will make the food last longer, save me some money, and I get to eat like spicy foods. This is really hard to do in the van because the peppers will only last a couple days or a week at the most before it starts to go bad. I don't have the ability to freeze in that case. All I can do is just keep it chilled. So there then is my peppers, and of course to make the sauce itself, all I add is some lemon juice. Let me get the lemon juice here. This is wiped off. It should be clean. Basically, you can use any lemon juice, a little squeezable kind, or this, which I bought from, I think I got this from Thrifty for like $1.50 or something. But they sell similar lemon juice at Dollar Tree for $1. It's like a big bottle. It's cheaper than buying those little squeezable ones from Walmart. And then to finish it off and give it a little bit of saltiness, we add some fish sauce. So I've almost used it all up. You can see how much fish sauce I actually consume. Quite a bit. And that is my pepper sauce. And it'll be used to eat with the rice and the... I think my game just crashed. I don't know if you can hear the music being stuck there. I'm going to go ahead and exit out anyways. Yeah, I think the computer just crashed. It's like, I think they set Windows to automatically start crashing because I wouldn't update it, and now I notice it's been crashing like almost every day. I think they do that on purpose. They try to make you buy a new computer or upgrade. You know, I'm trying to uninstall this, but I still cannot access the BIOS. I know some of you are saying, well, press F2, press the run stop key, press the escape key. I tried all that with this Asus. It's an Asus mini notebook, and apparently it's super, super hard to get into the BIOS on this one. I've been reading online, a lot of people have the same issues. I'm going to try to shut this up. It's annoying me. The game has crashed. I don't think the game crashed, I think the computer is doing that. It's just, see the green lights there? That's saying the hard drive is spinning. It does that. I don't know if it's just the hard drive's almost full or if it's an issue of them trying to get me to upgrade, you know, with Windows, and I didn't upgrade. Let me set... Alright, I accidentally turned the camera off while trying to set it on the holder. But essentially, this is the pepper sauce, which I'll be using. Now we're going to bring out our ribs. Use our ribs here. Clean off the fork. I had used a fork on the raw meat, so I didn't wash it off right now. I want to stick something that's touched raw meat to stuff that's cooked. Okay. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? I know you can't see anything, but let me show you. That looks so good. Look how good that looks. Now I'm going to go ahead and put some on my my plate here. I'm going to get some rice with it. And we're going to have a good brunch. Look at that. I like it like a little bit crispy. I used to cook it kind of raw almost. You know, I don't overcook it. But my wife, when she was here with me, said to cook it a bit longer. So I've been cooking things a little bit longer, and it actually does taste better. If you wonder how long this took, basically about 40 or 50 minutes. And all I did was season it. You know, I took the pork ribs. Yeah, these are pork ribs and not beef pot roast like I thought. They are actual pork ribs that come in the packs. You know, that Walmart sells the pork ribs. But I just seasoned it with soy sauce, minced onion, and badia, and that was it. So I'll save this for later. But this is going to be brunch right here. This and the rice and the pepper sauce. So what we're going to do right now is just scoop up some rice here with it. And serve our food. I made like extra rice. You'll see here I made like a lot of extra rice because I'm planning on having dinner without having to cook again. I'm just gonna have ribs and rice for lunch and dinner. So that's the rice right there. I know some of you are saying you're missing greens, Dinoy. Yeah, I have some frozen veggies which I can use, but I'm saving it for like another dish later. Not today, but thinking of making some fried rice and stuff like that using leftover meat. Just wanted to show you how I recycle food. You know, basically, the ribs I'll eat as ribs because I really like ribs. I really like pork ribs, so I'll eat them as ribs. But the other meat, the meat you see here in the sink, I'll be cooking some of those up as pork steak, and then some of it I'm going to be using for fried rice and maybe even lo mein or something. But there, you pretty much have it. That's our meal right there. It is, give you a nice good shot of it here. Look at that. Doesn't that look so good? It is pork ribs with white rice. And I'm going to put some pepper on it. And we're going to do a little flavor, a little taste test. Okay, here then is the food. Pardon the mess here. I am in the middle of getting things packed up, you know, organized. You see all these little plastic bags and stuff to organize things, to try to prepare everything for me moving back into the van. So stuff's going to have to be put into semi-storage, you know. And it's probably a good idea to do this anyways. Okay, I forgot that this has got bones in it, so look at that. I know some of you say this might be bad, but I like fat. Look at that. That's just like a chunk of fat. I'm going to have a little chunk of fat and try to get some meat with it if I can. Get some, yeah, actual meat. There we go. We got a little slab of meat. Normally you have to eat ribs using your hands. And I will be here in a minute, but just trying to show you guys. So I put some pepper on it like that. And then I just scoop it up and chow down. Let's have a taste. Doesn't that look so good? Oh my goodness, look at this food. I'm gonna miss this because I can do similar in the van, but it's not as comfortable. And cooking the ribs so that they're kind of brownish like this is a little bit harder. To do this, I'd have to go out and cook like outside using the little miniature rocket stove thingy that I made. But you know, finding a place where you can do that in a city is kind of complicated. Let's have a taste test here. I must say, this is like better than eating ribs at the store, at a restaurant or something. I actually prefer the ribs the way I cook it than the way they do. Well, that wraps it up for this episode of Cooking with Dinoy. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that wherever you are, you're staying safe and keeping warm if you're in a cold environment, keeping cool if you're in a hot environment. Be sure to tune in every day because you're going to be seeing things as they start to progress as I clear out the RV, prep it. You can see everything's being prepped right now. And actually move back into the van. So until next time, everyone, take care. Be safe. God bless you all. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Share it if you think others might enjoy it as well. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell so that you'll get updates as soon as uploads are made or when I go live. Until next time, everyone, take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.